Mm, mm. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. You look pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, they saying you can't even stream from X no more. Wow. 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 They saying you can't even stream from X no more. Okay. X trying to tap pockets now. Like, Lord, you gotta pay to go live on X. Mm. Y'all get in here. Y'all get in here. Y'all already know. Damn it, son. Y'all already know this is man. Man, listen. You said Verb versus Hitman Part 2 would be crazy. Um, it'll be a lot. It'll be interesting. I'll say that. I'll say that. If Verb and Hitman ever went down, it would be very interesting. So, bro, that's all I got is a blank stare today. That's all I got is a blank stare today, man. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. Hit the likes, man. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. Thumbs up the video. Y'all already know, man. Being from the crib, it wasn't no way. Ain't no way I was gonna get around this. Ain't no way I wasn't gonna get around this. So let's just go ahead and have this little conversation right now so I can start my day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to X, man. X out here, they squeezing every penny out you. I ain't want to get no premium subscription to that platform. Now I gotta get one just to go live. Come on, son. Come on, son. But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. So, y'all already know, man. Y'all seen the tea leaves. Y'all have seen all the screen records. Everybody's talking about it in the spaces. It's on Twitter. It's everywhere, man. So y'all know, Verb has been one to leave a lot of things up for interpretation. He's been alluding to, you know what I'm saying, having recordings. He's been alluding to, you know what I'm saying, if I drop the recordings, the money gonna stop. And for a long time, if y'all know Hitman and Verb, they operate completely different. Verb, again, he's one to kind of throw darts. He's not somebody who's atting people. Hitman Holla, when he get fed up with a situation, he's going to timestamp it. He's going to at the people. He's going to throw people's name involved who was ever in the discussion to really, you know what I'm saying? He does that to pretty much add pressure to the situation. I'm going to lay it all out on the table because I don't have time to do the back and forth. You want to throw subliminal shots here, so throw subliminal shots there. Let's just get to the crux of the matter. If it's that, let's say that. That's what you got from Hitman Hollow last night. Let's be honest with this. This is not something that I'm necessarily surprised about. I'm not about to say I didn't know that there was some type of tension between the two, and you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. It's been there. It's been there. This is not something that is new. If you watch battle rap and you kind of been paying attention to battle rap, Verb and Hitman Holla, like, you know what I'm saying? There has been a cordial respect there, but clearly that's gone. It's out there. It's out the window. It is out the window. And now it's to the point where we just airing each other out. So if you don't know, let's kind of sum this up. So Hitman Holla took to the spaces last night, did like a 2-hour space, which was crazy. I didn't even know it was going on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had no idea it was even going on. I just happened to be on X. And so Hitman is saying this is not the first time that he didn't caught Verb in a situation where he feel like Verb was backdooring him or trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to take away his bad or trying to hinder his bad. He's saying this is not the first time. He said it actually happened in 2018. He said there was a situation, he was in contract negotiations with ARP, and through those conversations, he found out that VERB was allegedly telling ARP that VERB needs to be getting paid the most on that card. VERB is the headliner. No one should get paid more than VERB. The problem with that is the numbers don't back it up. The problem with that is, as much as VERB is a Mount Rushmore candidate, as much as VERB, you know what I'm saying, he is who he is at the end of the day, when you compare yourself to Hitman Holla, that's a different level. That's a different level. When you're talking about somebody who, yes, that's your little bro. Yeah, yes, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to VERB, he laid a lot of the foundation for a lot of St. Louis battle rap. But you cannot acknowledge who Hitman is. Hitman arguably has the greatest battle rap career ever. He can argue that. He didn't have to go running. He searching for names. He battled everybody. You know what I'm saying? He got his name. He got his legacy. He built his legacy off battling his peers. Then he's saying, Hitman is saying that it just happened again. So that's 2018. So since 2018, the relationship's been estranged. He's saying even before that, even when you go back to that battle, that epic battle between Hitman and VERB, the relationship was never the same. And it's one thing to catch a fade with your brother. It's another thing to catch a fade with your brother in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm into it with my brother, publicly, my brother, you can never say nothing bad about my brother in public. What we got going on in private, we handle in private. But when it's public like that, and when it's on record like that, and it's for everybody to see and everybody to listen and everybody to play back, and this is battle rap. When you battling somebody, ain't no rules. Ain't no rules to that fade. And no matter what they said, no matter what they did, you know what I'm saying? No matter the appearances that they had together, no matter the events that they did together, that relationship was never going to be the same. Because we caught the fade in public. But it's always been St. Louis first, last, and always. So regardless of what we got individually, we never let outside opinions know what's going on. We never let the common consumer come in and break up what's going on when it comes to St. Louis business. And for me, that's why I don't say that's not my business to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, VERB and Hitman is not seeing eye to eye. Even when you go to the maxed outs and Hitman made I don't want to say a startling, he didn't reveal any startling information, but when you go to maxed out and you have those legendary names on the card, you got Hitman Holla, you got VERB, you got B Magic, you got Ice Pack. Of course, it's gonna be big St. Louis in the building, but Hitman is like, who you think brought them? Who you think when you talk them St. Louis Cardinal caps? Yeah, it's St. Louis over everything. So no matter how many Cardinal caps or who brought the Cardinal caps, outside opinion is the Cardinal caps is there. That's the only thing needs to be said. Now, if you're trying to separate us, if you're trying to say this is me and this is you, it looked different. And so much so, Hitman said, well, if you was really who you were, and then, you know what I'm saying, this is when you getting really to the nitty gritty of it. He's saying, if you really who you were, VERB, he's saying, why, when we do maxed out, you know what I'm saying, you got 100 St. Louis Cardinal caps in the venue. It's red and white everywhere. But then when you go do Chrome 23, when you battle in Swamp, it don't look the same. That's a damning statement. That is a damning statement. Do you know how exhausted or it is to hide your feelings from someone, or to maintain a relationship or seemingly maintain a public image that may not be what it is behind the scenes? That's difficult. And that's what we're saying that we're seeing. Hitman is saying that I ain't never had a reason to hate on VERB. Why would I hate on VERB? What do I get from that? He was like, look at my career. Look at what I've done on my own. Now, VERB has always been one, when you talk that Midwest movement, VERB has always been St. Louis versus everything. He was like, he didn't like the fact that Hitman Holla, could shake hands with people in New York. He didn't like the fact that Hitman Holla wasn't necessarily, he wasn't picking up anybody's no Diddy. He wasn't picking up everybody's beef. He wasn't picking up nobody's relationship. If your relationship is shower with Hitman, with VERB, he said that's your relationship with VERB. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But he's also saying when VERB was on that front line, when he had his missions, when he had those battles, I was right behind him, no matter what the relationship was. Go back, look at it. Murder Mook, right behind it. Loaded Lux, right behind him. But when it was my time, when I had my biggest battle of my career, we couldn't find you. When I was battling Arsenal, when everybody knows the tension between me and Arsenal in St. Louis, some of the best promo we had ever seen. He's saying this. He's saying, where were you at? He's saying you couldn't be found, but no matter what the relationship was behind the scenes, when it was time to go to war, when it was time to ride for St. Louis, where was I at? Right behind you, grabbing on your shirt, yelling in your ear, being right there for you. And this is how you do me? This is what Hitman Holla is saying. Since 2018, our relationship it hasn't been that. When you go and do your spaces, I'll let you talk. When you go and do your interviews, you have that. I don't never say nothing. I don't ever say anything to refute you. But then when I try to give you plays, when I try to put you in position, when I try to put money in your pocket, regardless of our situation, you tell me I'm doing you a favor. Hitman Holla saying when I'm trying to get Mook versus Mook on Bags and Bodies, I offered you 10 racks to battle Bill Collector, which is the battle people want to see. I offered you 10 racks, and you said I was doing you a favor. Hitman said, make no mistake about it, that was no favor. I was giving you a bag. I was paying you to do a job. He's saying you didn't want to take the 10. So what I did, I reached out to Charlie Clips. I asked Charlie Clips will he battle Bill Collector for 10 on Bags and Bodies. And he's saying, yeah, I do it. And he like, this, you supposed to be my brother. You're supposed to be my homie. You're supposed to have my back. But when I offer you 10 racks to battle Bill Collector, you can't do it. But then you turn around, you say the bag ain't big enough, but I got Charlie Clips willing to do it for 10. So much so, I said, I'll even give you 15. This is going to get worse before it gets better. I know this. I know that much. This is St. Louis. A lot of this, again, unfortunately, when it comes to situations like this, ego plays a big part. Pride plays a big part. When money involved, that plays a big part. These are all things that are going to get in the way of mending this relationship between Hitman and VERB. So now you get to the point where we're getting ready to negotiate Mook versus Hitman with the URL. All the while, the people don't know that URL and Hitman Holla been talking. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know that there's a plan in place. There's marketing in place. Everything is supposed to be G14 classified. No pun intended. Shout out Gerald McCoy. But everything's supposed to be G14 classified. So behind the scenes, you got Beasley and Hitman Holla negotiating, talking about what the payment is going to be. Hitman Holla says, I don't get on stage for anything lower than 200,000. I need 2 honey buns or better just to rap. We're not talking 50,000. I did that 2008. We're not talking 100,000. I did that 2016. We're talking $200,000. That's how much I get paid. That ain't chump change. We're almost $250,000 every time you see me on a stage. No matter the stage, big stage, small stage, I need that. But when I'm negotiating this moot battle and everything is supposed to be hush hush, I hit up Gerald saying, Gerald, you know I can't write without some type of incentive. I need a deposit. Give me the 20 bands that I need, and I can start writing for Moot. But allegedly, when Hitman goes in spaces and he says he hasn't talked to the URL, Gerald reaches out to VERB. Now, why Gerald reached out to VERB instead of Hitman Holla in the situation, I don't understand. You got to go straight to the source. But he reached out to VERB and he said, Verb, I feel like Hitman Holla trying to line me. I feel like he might be trying to take my money. What do I do? What you think? That's your brother. Allegedly, Hitman Holla is saying that Verb told him, watch your back. Allegedly, they saying Verb told him, you see what's going on with his manager, you got to watch him. It's nasty work. If that's true, that's nasty work. So when Hitman Holla finds this out, he said, oh, no, we're not doing this. Get him on the phone. Get him on the phone. Get Beasley on the phone. Let's get Gerald on the phone right now. So Hitman Holla calls Beasley. Hitman Holla gets on a 3-way call with Gerald. And he says, now Beasley, I ain't gonna say nothing, but do this. Tell Gerald the marketing strategy for the Mook battle. Tell Gerald what the plan is. Because everybody ain't privy to this plan. So tell him what the plan is. And so Beasley goes ahead and tells him. And the plan is for Hitman Holla is to continue to insinuate he ain't talked to the URL. For Hitman Holla to continue to insinuate he ain't talked to Smack. He ain't heard from Beasley. It's all a marketing ploy. The ball is already rolling for Mook and Hitman Holla. But Hitman is saying, but what Verb told Gerald messed it up. So when Beasley hears what the rollout plan from Beasley, he immediately apologizes to Hitman. Hitman, I'm sorry. Hitman, I should have went to you. Hitman, I thought that was your brother. So why would I not think that he talks for both of y'all? Why would I not think if Verb say something is written in stone because you and Hitman and Verb is tied in together? Like Hitman says, I can't be mad at Gerald for thinking that, but now I can't let you go forward with it. Now I need you to know I stand on my own. What I say is what I say. What Verb says has no bearings. It has no justification according to my business, my thoughts, my perspective. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I promise you. How are they getting a return after giving Hitman back? I ain't mad at Holla. Run it up. Sheesh. 2 honey buns. I ain't gonna lie. 2 honey buns. I'm still tripping off the 2 honey buns. Holla eating ish. I gotta change perspective. I said, hey, yo. Hey, again. And so for Hitman Holla, he's saying, I kept our relationship, I kept my real thoughts, my real feelings, I kept them private because it does me nothing. It does me no good to say that me and Verb are not seeing eye to eye. It does me no good to say Verb and I are not on the same page. It actually helps Verb. He's saying my relationship with Verb, it helps him. If I keep this in the dark, it helps him. It makes him look good. It don't make me look good. I want to tell y'all the truth. I want to tell y'all exactly what's going on. So when I do, what's understood ain't got to be explained. Now that it's already out there, I don't got to hide my feelings. I ain't got to hide my emotions. This is intense. Shout out to 89 Blocks in the building, man. This is intense. One thing about Hitman Holla, once he's fed up with a situation, he's gonna put it all out on the table. He's gonna put the names. He's gonna put the names in the conversation. He's gonna put the timestamps. He's gonna throw it all the way. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink at it because he's like, if I'm lying, show me I'm lying at this point. He's saying, Verb, if you got an audio, be specific. When, if you do have an audio of me speaking bad on you, when is it from? Is it from 2018 after ARP told me that you went behind my back and said Hitman Holla should not get paid the money he get paid? Hitman Holla should get paid more than me. Is it from that? Is it from right after us battling? Because my mama was mad that we even battled. Niggas in St. Louis was mad that we even battled. You said, Tim, STL look bad, right? It do look bad. I'm not about to sit here and say it don't. It looks bad, but at the same time, St. Louis also kept it G. We kept it G for years. Why ARP pillow talking though? Boss move? I don't know. That's a great question. Because you know, it's like, I think at the end of the day, ARP was trying to see this Murder Mook battle get done. He wasn't going to book it. He wasn't going to book it. So I think Hitman Holla had those conversations with ARP about booking, about URL booking that Murder Mook battle. I'm sure that ARP was already in the know when it pertains to that Hitman and Mook battle. But it's also like this. Hitman is saying like this, Verb, if you got an audio of me talking bad about you, if you got an audio of me talking bad about you, why didn't you confront me with the audio when you first heard it? Why didn't you confront me with the audio when you first heard it? If you thought it was what it was, why you just didn't say nothing then? I think that's very interesting. Hitman is saying the reason he couldn't is because he already know what he did. He's saying he already know that there's a reason that if there was an audio of me talking bad, you know why I'm talking bad about you. You know why. You're not shot. Don't be shot. Don't do what you do. Don't throw stones and then try to hide your hand. And then when Gerald is apologizing to Hitman Holla, Gerald is saying, man, hey man, keep this between me and you. Don't let it get out. I don't want to be involved in this. Gerald has tried to remain a silent partner, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Gerald. You can't be silent in this one. A lot of your behind the scenes dealings are becoming very public these days, Gerald. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of your behind the scenes interactions and transactions have started to become very public in the last year. I think, and then when you talk about the Hitman saying that Verb is hiding behind, you know what I'm saying, the affiliation with St. Louis. What do we think about this? again, me being from St. Louis, I'm not surprised, and I've been saying this. St. Louis is one of them cities, bro, where like it is very hard to like keep relationships for a long periods of time, like 10, 20 years, bro. It's very difficult. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Verb. This don't look good. It don't look good at all. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, I ain't got a problem with you with Hitman. I ain't got a problem with either one of y'all. I ain't got a problem with Verb. I don't got a problem with Hitman. From outside looking in, this is not a good look for anybody involved. Hitman Holla just put it out there. He said, I'm not doing the back and forth. I'm not doing subliminal shots. I don't have time for that. I'm going to ask you. I've been trying to get a hold of you. I tried calling you. You're not picking up. I didn't want to go public. I told my people because I had my family members because we that tied in. We that tied in. We that tied in with this situation. Verb and Hitman is that tied in that I got to tell my family. So, Gerald, it ain't me running to the internet. I'm telling my uncle. I'm telling my family members why I don't mess with Verb. All to find out that when Verb is confronted by my uncle, because my uncle asked me about a song that we did together, me, my uncle, and Verb. When my uncle asked me about a song, I say, hey, we're not gonna do. I'm not releasing that song. If anything, I'm gonna take Verb off the track. Me and you will release the song together. But I can't rock with him for X, Y, and Z. So Hitman uncle goes back to Verb and like, what's up? Why Hitman saying that you know what I'm saying? This is that. Why he saying this? And he's saying Verb is like, I don't know. So then Gerald calls Hitman, or Gerald then is confronted again by Hitman. Hitman like, I'm not taking this publicly, but I gotta tell my family, I gotta tell people I rock with why we not rocking together, because it gotta make sense. It's gonna look crazy. I've been to the Lou. It goes from 0 to 100 real quick out there, bro. Again, this is a bad situation, bro. It's a bad situation. When brothers is talking like this, when brothers is airing each other out, when you're catching fades publicly with your brother, it's hard to come back from that. I don't think that there's going to be, I don't know who could really come in and intervene. Maybe Ice Pack. Maybe Ice Pack can come in and intervene and play middleman. I'm not sure. I know I can't. I know I can't do it. And even when I see a lot of people saying like, oh, this is for Hitman Hollow versus Verb 2.0. They not about to battle. I don't see it. But this is what I would say to both Hitman and a Verb. Watch who celebrate this. Watch out and see who's celebrating y'all not being at odds with each other. Watch back, sit back and watch who is hi and kikiing. Some people been waiting on this. Some people have been waiting on the Hitman and Verb fallout to be public. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm very interested to see, Verb, you got a card coming up. You versus Serious Jones. I'm very interested to see how this is going to impact that battle. If I'm Serious Jones, I'm rewriting my material. Like, I'm rewriting my material. If I'm Serious Jones, I'm definitely utilizing this angle. And if you Verb, again, when you start talking to St. Louis and the impact, I don't know, because I think this could potentially affect Easy to Block Captain's card. I do. I think this could easily impact Easy to Block Captain's card. The Trenches anniversary card could be impacted by this because Hitman Holla is a fan favorite. He's an icon in battle rap. VERB is an icon too, but we also got to be honest. Hitman Holla has the bigger voice. We saw that. We saw that play out last night. It was 1,700 in the 1,700 in the chat. 1,700 in the chat. Them Sue Surf type numbers. So when you talk about impact, 1,700 just listening. I went back and watched it, listened to a screen record. You having 300, 400, 500 in the chat, that's cool. But when Hitman pull up and it's 1,700, 2,000 people, when you go to the algorithm and it's Hitman, 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 Hitman. And even in the response, Hitman is like, VERB, your response to me is going to have people in there. But then what happens the next day when you're not talking about me? He says, can you still do them same? I expect you to respond. And I expect it to be a very large number in the chat. But then take my name out the algorithm, separate my name from the conversation. Is it still that? Oh my God. If it's that serious, they need to catch the fade and move on their separate ways. I believe they would catch a fade. That's the crazy part. Hitman Holla ain't ducking no fade. Bro, y'all got to understand, me and Hitman Holla, like, we graduated from the same class. He was a year ahead of me. He graduated 05. I graduated 06. I know about Hitman. I know about VERB too, but like, I know about Hitman. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's different when you got somebody that did something previous to you being there, and then you got somebody doing what they doing in real time. Like in real time, watching Hitman Holla catch fades. In real time. Growing up. This is, you know what I'm saying? Athlete out here in the streets. Catch it, like, bro. I don't think he not catching no fade. In the same breath, I don't think VERB is running from no fade. Y'all know VERB box. Hitman box too, though. Again, it's not a good situation. It's not a good situation. It's going to get worse before it gets any better. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. So I don't know, man. I don't know where this goes from here. Again, VERB, you got a battle. Oh, it's a sad day for St. Louis. It's a pray for St. Louis. Maybe I need to title that. Pray for St. Louis. That's what I'll title this. Jones finna angle VERB to sleep. That's what I'm saying, bro. This angle gonna hit, bro. And even if the visual of, if it ain't 20, 30 people from St. Louis with Cardinal caps, that's going to look crazy. That's going to look crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. When we get to Philly and you don't, and if it ain't 20, 30 Cardinal caps behind VERB, it's going to look away. It's going to feel away. And when Sirius is angling, that's going to hit hard. No Diddy. I just think, again, like I said, man, it's a sad day for St. Louis. It's a bad day. But yeah, like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised we at where we at with it. Again, even when you all of St. Louis is in the building, it's like we separate, but we there together, but then we still separated. You know what I'm saying? Like, we there because you see St. Louis and that Cardinal cap, that St. Louis logo it stands out. It's like a New York Yankees fitted hat. It's one of them cornerstone logos. It is. But when you don't see it, and it's supposed to be there, I don't know. But like I said, man, ego, pride, money. You said, how did we get here? Again, a lot of this stems off from what Hitman Holla is saying, like VERB. He's saying VERB has you know what I'm saying, been trying to cost him bags in the past. He ain't even like the fact that they had to do the battle. The VERB and Hitman battle. It's one of the most legendary battles, one of the greatest battles of all time. But again, at the same time, when you see your brothers, it's one thing to catch a fade with no cameras on in the backyard. It's another thing to catch a fade at school. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to fight your brother behind the, you know what I'm saying, in the backyard. It's another thing to fight your brother at school. And what we saw in that battle, they fought at school. You ain't no coming back from that. Then you go to 2018. He's saying Hitman Holla and ARP was in contract negotiations. He's saying VERB told ARP, hey, don't nobody get paid more than me. I'm the main event. I don't care who you booking. You booking Hitman Holla, he's not a bigger name than me. He doesn't get the bag bigger than me. I get to the bag. He don't deserve a bigger bag than me. That sounds crazy. Why, like, pocket watching anybody, but pocket watching your brother is nasty work, allegedly. Then there's the Murder Mook. This is the Murder Mook situation. He's saying, Hitman Holla is saying that he had $200,000 on the table. Gerald had some reservations about it. He felt like he was getting lined up because he's supposed to be one of the silent partners for URL to help the Mook and Hitman battle go through. Gerald is saying that he talked to VERB and asked VERB if this battle is really going down. Why is Hitman saying that he ain't talked to Smack and Beasley, but in the same breath he asking me for 20 bands? Like, what's to this? Allegedly, Hitman Holla is saying that VERB said, hey, man, you see what's going on with his manager? You see him scamming with his manager? Don't you be next. Don't you be next. That's what it sounds. That's what he's saying. This is nasty work. Pray for St. Louis, man. Pray for St. Louis, man. The only thing I can say. It's going to get a whole lot worse before it gets a whole lot better, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. VERB, I don't know what your response is going to be, but everybody going to be in there listening. You got the ears of the people. I was in the spaces last night. 200K is crazy. But do you know why Hitman decided to say this now? And what did VERB do or say for this to happen? Yeah, VERB was alluding to a recording. VERB was alluding to a recording that he was going to drop, that he might drop, alluding to someone, you know what I'm saying, throwing dirt on his name. And Hitman Holla saying, if you're saying that it's me, drop the footage. And when you drop that footage, put a timestamp on it. That's what he's saying. Put a timestamp on it. If it's after I found out what happened in 2018 when I was doing contract negotiations and I found out you were saying that I shouldn't get a bigger bag than you. If it was that, okay, timestamp it. If it was right after I found out that you was trying to stop my bag for this Mook battle, timestamp it. But I don't go around talking about VERB. I don't go around throwing dirt on your name. But if you got it, show it. You said, and to be honest, they're not the only ones this is happening to. No, they're not the only ones. It's 2024 is the year of the reveal. 2024 is the year of the reveal. What's happening in the dark is coming to the light in all avenues of life right now, not just battle rap, politics, sports, entertainment, education, everything. Anything that's been happening behind the dark is coming into the light in 2024. I don't got no horse in this race. I just think it's a bad situation. I think it's a bad situation. I wish it would have been able to being resolved behind closed doors, but now we in public and I don't know where it stops. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I'm getting up out of here, but I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Please go back and watch. I got screen records from Hitman Holla. You can hear it himself. I broke it down in like three parts for y'all. I got interviews. I gotta confirm with Easy. I don't know how Easy feel about doing an interview tomorrow night, but me and him supposed to be locking in for an interview tomorrow night. I gotta see how he feel because he might not even want to touch this subject because obviously he got a relationship with VERB. Obviously he got a relationship with Hitman. But if he get on this camera, please believe I'm definitely gonna ask him about it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about everything that's going on. Thumbs up the video. I appreciate y'all, man. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. I ain't just getting started. I've been here.